Ciao darlings, Eugenius here. Shout out to the wackpack. Shout out to all the beautiful people out there. Hope you're all well. Got the day off today. Had a really good day. We're just kind of out hanging by the river, watching the season change, the leaves, the dead salmon being washed up on shore. Shit like that. And I was gonna do originally, like I was thinking of doing a fragrance addiction update video, just because I feel like I've really come a long way in the past several weeks, and I've got a lot of information I can share and that could help other people that are in a similar situation. But something showed up today where I got super excited, and I thought, okay, we'll save that idea for another time. The night, Frederic Malle is here. So shout out to my partner, Premier Avenue, for fucking up the delivery once again. This time it showed up in 6 business days, which is acceptable. But it seems like not until we actually agreed to a partnership did things go sour. And I almost feel like Gail is just trying to fuck me purposely for whatever reason. I don't know. Are you, Gail? Like, is something going on that I don't know about? So I went back and I spoke to Gail, and he sent me a bunch of love letters promising to sort everything out. And lo and behold, I was tracking the parcel, and it said, you know, in my city, and then it kind of went out of my city, and then it came back to my city. Then it went out of my city again, and I called Canada Post, and I was like, what the hell's going on here? Like, I'm tracking my package, and it's just kind of going like zigzag all over the place. And they asked me for my shipping address, and I gave it to them. They're like, it doesn't match what we have here. I'm like, oh fuck, we're gonna go through this shit again. So I contacted Premier, and obviously, you know, like with the time difference and all that mumbo jumbo, the weekend passed, and he got back to me saying that, you know, he'll take action and get it figured out. But again, even after I've updated my shipping address, this thing ended up to my workplace again, which is just like fucking bizarre. I don't know how one runs a business like this. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, customer service is like, it's got to be zero in France. Anyway, that 5 o'clock sun it's just starting to beam down on me, and I've got to be quick, or else I'm gonna be blind. But I've got my, I gotta close those fucking blinds. You gotta wait. I've got my trusty claw hammer here. Let's rep into this. This is The Night by Frederic Malle. Alright. So, kind of curious to see what The Night is all about. And I've I spoke to a few guys. There's a few guys I talked to on Instagram. I know of 2 other guys that own this, and they know my taste. Woohoo! Christmas has come early. Alright, so we've got, oh shit. Shit is falling out everywhere. Everywhere. We've got, alright, let's start here. Here is Country Home Candle, which is fantastic. I read the description to this. I'm just like totally into my bougie candles now. I saw the comment, somebody said if you want a gift idea for your grandma, watch Eugene's videos. Thought that was quite clever and funny. I do like grandma smells. So there's Country Home. Let's see if we can read the description. Family and friends gather around the fireplace after a long country walk, removing their coats and holding their palms up to the flames. The children throw themselves onto the warm carpet, rolling around excitedly, while the voices above their heads, under the spell of burning wood, breathed sighs of happy relief. It's a very nice candle. It smells again like burning wood, which is one of my favorite scents and memories. I'm really hoping the kids will like this and appreciate it. I picked up, kind of reminds me of Feu de Bois from the diptyque candle I grabbed the other day. I'm seeing quite a bit of things here. Let me put this down. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm really curious. And it is, oh, a Serge Lutens journal or some kind of a notebook. Wow. I really like this. It's got the Lutens logo kind of not embroidered, but it's sunken into the leather. This is a leather or a faux leather jacket. I really like this. Thank you so much, Gail, because I have been journaling recently and recording my thoughts and thinking about maybe selling it as an exclusive someday to whoever's going to pay the highest rights. Be very interesting. So I've got samples here from L'Artisan, 32 Venenum, cool. Gentle Fluidity from MFK, thank you for that. Samples of Serge Lutens, La Vierge de Fer, Lombardon's Low, Cologne Indelible. Thank you so much. Just really hoping to get a sample of Dawn, since I do have it in my cart, in my shopping cart over at Premier. I'm not really sure if I'm going to check it out, though. Gonna have to talk to my friend Gail. All right, so here it is. The Night by Dominique Ropion. Let's read the description here. For years, Dominique Ropion has been fascinated by the sense of sophisticated people from the Middle East, to the point that he decided to study this extraordinary perfume culture and develop his own version of it. After numerous trips to the Gulf and months of development, is Dominique Ropion's first perfume for Editions de Parfum Frederic Malle, bearing this particular perfume language, I'm guessing Middle Eastern or Oud, describes a time when life takes a different meaning in this part of the world. This one word not only describes the moment when temperatures become more bearable and where everything becomes possible, but also alludes to love and to the constellation, enough to make any perfumer dream. Although the night bears an unusually large amount of natural oud, one should not see this lavish perfume simply as luxury oud, but as a contemporary perfumery master's love letter to the Middle East. Ooh, I love those love letters. I'm a sucker for love letters, as long as they're followed up by actions. The Night. So I've been speaking to a few people. I know of only 2 people that own this, and I talk to them on Instagram, and they have fantastic taste, and they line up with mine. So of course they have fantastic taste, but they keep telling me that I'm going to love this. And I know somebody's going to say, but Eugene, you know, you didn't have to spend so much to get a really good oud. There's lots of other ouds out there you can have for less. And to me, it's not even about oud. You guys know I am not the oud connoisseur. There's lots of other guys that are more educated, more well-versed on oud. To me, this is all about, you know, my love and loyalty for Frederic Malle. Artisanal ouds out there, Larige and whatever the other ones are called. I don't even know. I'm sure, you know, I actually thought, like, okay, they get a lot of hype and a lot of talk and a lot of praise, these artisanal ouds, but my whole ideology was But what are the perfumers like behind them? Are they skilled? Do they have the training that, you know, a fine French perfumer would, like Dominique Ropion or Jean-Claude Elena? And I had no idea it wasn't about the concept. It was the distillation of natural oud is so complex on its own. It doesn't really need to be mixed with any other things. And those brands that are actually making perfumes from ouds, I hear that the things they're releasing aren't the most interesting, but what actually counts is just the pure oud oils, unblended, unmixed. So that's got me kind of fascinated, intrigued, and I had no idea, you know, it was just oud simply on its own. And oud on its own would be so complex, but there you go. That's kind of what I've learned just from talking to other people. All right. So here we go. And I have no way of knowing that this is actually the night. All I see here is Arabic lettering. Don't have a fucking clue what this you know, this could be sunny, Clinique, happy, I don't know. I don't read Arabic, but I know that these have been repackaged actually. The label is actually almost twice as thick. I know my bottle of the Moon came and the label was super thick, and I kind of was searching online and looking at labels, so I noticed that they have been repackaged. So I think this is the original packaging, and later on they've been repackaged to kind of, you know, make it eligible for us English-speaking people, just to kind of decipher which perfume is which. Okay, I'm not getting a whole lot out of this right now, but I'm fucking so curious. This is blind. Never smelt this. None of the boutiques here in Toronto have a tester, samples, anything. All they have is the bottles hiding in the refrigerators going, hello, you know, look at us, we're here. So what am I expecting from this? I'm expecting the most raw, animalic, dirty perfume I have ever smelled. I kind of threw around leather oud in the conversation, and, you know, the person on the other end was like, no, man, this will make leather oud look like a joke. It's 20 times stronger and dirtier and animalic. And I'm really fucking curious. Let's give this a whirl. I've got a clean strip. I'm freshly clean, showered, ready to go. I'm not wearing anything. The shirt is freshly laundered. There's no perfume on here. Here we go. Wow. It's super fucking dry. And it reminds me of a rotting wood. And it is animalic and beastly. I almost think of like an oxtail. I think of watching those Animal Planet nature shows and watching a pack of oxes like wildebeest. Oh. Wow. Wow, that is intense. It is definitely animalic, and I've heard people compare this to goat fucking. Yeah, literally they've used the term goat fucking, and I was like, no way, there's no way something can smell like fucking a goat. This is oxes. This is a 2,000 kilo ox that's just shit out, you know, last week's dinner. It's definitely barnyardy, poopy manure, and it literally puts a leather oud to shame. Wow. I've never smelt anything this intense and this focused. It's like right out of the gate, bam, anus, like dirty sphincter. As much as I like this, I'm not sure I can wear this in public. That is fucking intense. I can get the rose. It smells more like oud oil than... Oh. You ever drive down in the country and you have your windows open and you smell barnyard, like farm animals wafting in the car, and you can't get rid of that smell? This is what this is. It's really smooth. I sense just a touch of greenness. Wow. It's blended like amazing, like completely smooth and almost perfection. I get the cheese qualities as well. See, I'm not really familiar with oud, like high quality oud and all the terms and stuff, so I definitely get cheese comparisons like blue cheese, or I'm just picturing anus, like bloody hemorrhaging anus, you know, an ox shitting out cheese. Wow, that is insanely intense. I think one spray of this, you know, can go for miles. This should have been called Nights, not The Night. The Nights, because this will last nights and nights and nights. Wow. I'm really impressed, and I'm shocked. And I'm curious what this will turn out to be in the dry down. It doesn't really remind me of, so I've tried, you know, Promise. It's more similar to Promise than it is The Night. The Night is very smoky and leathery. This has got rose, but it doesn't have the leather, not yet anyway. It's not as textured as Promise. It's kind of in between The Night. The Night is very smooth. Promise is very textured. Oh, fuck. And I've never smelt Dawn. But I keep hearing Dawn is very similar to the Moon, and it's almost not even worth owning. I'm not sure. If somebody knows, let us know. This is insanely strange. I do like it, but I don't know how much I can actually wear this out in public. I mean, for myself, I'm okay. But I think this was created to offend. Insane. Fucking insane. This is definitely not Clinique happy. The Night. Oh, it says The Night actually right on the back. It does. Didn't notice that. That's pretty awesome. All right, I'm glad it says The Night. And I'm glad that I got this packaging. I don't really like, you know, the really thick labels like I have on the Moon. I love the minimalist bottles that Frederic Malle has. And this just looks really simple. You know, unisex. When you look at it from the profile, it's kind of a square shape, and then when you look at it from the top or the bottom, it's round. So depending on how you look at it, it could be masculine, it could be feminine, but I love the minimalist packaging, and the wider label just kind of takes away from the whole thing. You see less of the perfume, you see less of the colors. I really love the dark, smoky, golden amber of that. Just gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. But there you go. The Night. Insanely barnyardy. Can't say I pick up cloves or patchouli like in the... Oh God, it's just so shitty. Like, it's absolutely... It's manure and rose. There's a touch of spice. It's not even like smoky. But there is a hint of herbalness to it, of just kind of something breathing on here. Wow. I mean, Frederic Malle never ceases to impress me, and I know I've bashed a couple of his releases, but that doesn't mean I don't love them. There's nothing that I don't love or absolutely hate from this brand. I am a sucker for Frederic Malle, and I think I'm going to end up being a sucker for this. This is not something you smell every day. Wow. Insane. Guys, if you've smelt this, or if you've got any questions or comments, drop them down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think, or some feedback. Always interesting what's on the wackpack's mind, but I'll leave it at that. I'll definitely be talking about this in future videos, because it is worth mentioning again. Love it. Insanely good. Insanely good. I mean, Dominique Ropion never ceases to impress, especially when he's collaborating with Frederic Malle. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you all for the tremendous amount of support I've been getting lately, and it's been a blast. We'll see you again soon.